of attacks. So I'm an engineer. I worked all over the place. You got to pay your dues though. And I thought that meant going to North Carolina because I spent like 6 months in North Carolina. I'm thinking I'm going to go to Germany next. My boss says, yeah, you're going to go with that German deployment. It was like, awesome. The thing is, it was deployed in Iraq. So, whatever, I went. First thing that happened, we were in Kuwait, and this is like right around 2003, actually it was 2002 when it happened. I'm getting off the base in Kuwait, going to my hotel, and then we find out that like two contractors were coming off the base, and they were shot dead. That's horrible. What's worse is one of my coworkers decided to get on a plane about 15 minutes after he found out and left everybody in the dark. Not cool. Not cool at all. So I'm kind of not liking my trip right now. So we go back home, we get a little bit of training, we go back and we go directly to Iraq. I find out that the housing that we were supposed to have per contract isn't available, and we had to buy all our own stuff. So we charged everything to our corporate cards and bought like tents. We had to buy our own sleeping bags. We got our own bulletproof vests, which is ridiculous. But they were really nice. So we asked about getting power in our area, because everybody had a generator. It's like, yeah, you can have a generator, but no fuel. So what's the point? So we went out, we somehow finagled getting our own fuel. Finally, by the time we got done setting up our tents, we bought ourselves a TV, we had a game room, we got barbecue. We went on the economy, we snuck off the base and got like food and produce from the locals, because that was before, there was really a big risk of getting kidnapped and stuff. We'd have like weekly barbecues. The troops called our area the condos. We even got a pink flamingo to put out. You'd think everything would be cool, but it wasn't. Because another problem was that the base that we were on had a wildlife reserve. Well, when you shoot bombs at a wildlife reserve, sometimes the animals get out. So besides the fact that we're working like 12 to 15-hour shifts, we also have to worry about getting mauled by lions. I did see a gazelle, that was actually kind of awesome. There was a giraffe running around, all the birds were gone. Like some of them stuck around just because that was their area, but like the large animals that were on this base were still out there, and we didn't know where they were going to be. Well, one night, I'm walking home, and it just happens that I had to walk home alone, which you never do, because it's just not safe, even if you're on the base. I had this little, crank chargeable flashlight, and I realized I didn't charge it. So I'm sitting there and I'm cranking it. I'm using the light of my laptop to look around. I can't see anything. I finally crank it up enough that I get some light, and I hear some rumbling. And I think it's like some, dog or rabbit or something. And I put the light up, and it probably was this tall, but it looked like it was this tall. It was a wolf. And this is exactly what I did. The thing is, the wolf was sitting there too, and he was like, and then he just walked off. And I didn't pee my pants, but I could not breathe. So I'm walking like this the whole time, and I'm like, should I flash the light at him, or should I maybe? And then I just walked off. I told my friends about it. They didn't believe me until it happened to them the next day. The wolf was just running around. Apparently, also, we were always under the threat of attack here. There's a big hole in the wall where they were going to set up our camp. So people could just like sneak in and attack at any minute. Fortunately, nobody did, but we did see a couple of people sneaking in and out. Apparently the wolf was going back and forth and just scavenging for food. Didn't give a rat's ass about us because we were too big, even though the wolf was like 10 feet tall. So my last 2 weeks there, 2 weeks in, I'm pretty much used to the place. I know I'm leaving in 2 weeks. I think everything's gonna be fine. Every once in a while, you'll hear a little bit of mortar fire in the background, you know, ongoing insurgency, yada yada. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock, actually, I should actually tell you, 4 o'clock in the morning is when you kind of want to get up, 4:30 to 5, because once it gets up to like around 7 o'clock, it's just too hot. Like the water none of the water was heated, but it was always warm. It's that type of thing. So 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, maybe I'll sleep in a little bit. I hear this. I'm like, huh, that kind of sounds like a boom! Oh shit! I'm in a tent. I'm in the cot. We're under attack. I dodged under my cot, which is cloth, which makes no sense. I'm like, shit, this is it. Then another one, and you can hear it like flying overhead. Like, boom! 2 more. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die here. I get my bulletproof vest, I put it over me, I get my Kevlar head, put it over me, not even realizing what's going on. And then finally it just stopped. It just stopped. And then I hear rumbling. I'm still under my cot, which probably wouldn't have helped now that I think about it. It's just nylon. I get out. And I look around, and everybody's doing exactly the same thing I'm doing. Like, we all look like scared rabbits coming out of a hole. And we're all in tents. And I get up, and there's a line to the bathroom. Why not? And I look around, and the only thing I can do is just make the joke, like, I'm firing my fucking travel agent. But fortunately, as you can see, I survived. No scratches. Well, not many. I think that's the end of my story.